Look around you right now. Take a moment to really look at your surroundings. You are likely sitting in a room that is temperature controlled. You are safe. You have a roof over your head that will not collapse. You have a device in your hand or on your desk that holds the sum of all human knowledge. And with a single click, you can order food from any culture in the world to arrive at your doorstep in 20 minutes. By every historical standard, you are living like a king. You are living a life that emperors and pharaohs could not have even dreamed of. And yet, be honest with yourself. Do you feel like a king? Or do you feel a strange, heavy emptiness in your chest? Do you feel a low-level anxiety that hums in the background of your mind from the moment you wake up until the moment you finally fall asleep? If you feel this way, you are not ungrateful. You are not broken. You are simply a victim of the greatest paradox in human history. We have built a paradise of comfort, and in doing so, we have constructed a prison for the human soul. We are the most comfortable generation that has ever existed, and we are also the most miserable. To understand why, we have to look back. We have to look at the ghosts of our ancestors. Imagine your great-grandfather. Maybe he lived on a farm, or in a small village, or in a desert tribe. His life was objectively brutal. He didn't have air conditioning. He didn't have antibiotics. If he had a toothache, he suffered. He worked from sunrise to sunset just to ensure there was food on the table. He faced the very real threat of the death, famine, and war almost daily. But if you could travel back in time and look into his eyes, I guarantee you would see something that's missing in the eyes of people today. You would see a calmness, a resolve, a quiet certainty. He wasn't happy in the way we think of happiness today. He wasn't chasing dopamine hits. But he was content. He was solid. He slept soundly at night because his day had meaning. The difference between him and you is not what you have. It is what you struggle for. The human brain was not evolved to sit in a chair and scroll through short videos for 6 hours a day. It was evolved to hunt. It was evolved to build. It was evolved to protect a tribe. For 200,000 years, your ancestors woke up with a clear mission: survive. This mission gave them no choice but to be present. When a wolf is chasing you, you don't have time to be depressed. When you have to build a shelter before the storm hits, you don't have time to question your self-worth. The struggle itself provided the meaning. We have removed the struggle. We have solved the problem of survival. And in the absence of a battle to fight, the human mind turns against itself. We have traded earned dopamine, the feeling you get after climbing a mountain or finishing a hard day's work, for cheap dopamine. The sugar, the notifications, the endless entertainment. We are drowning in pleasure, and yet we are starving for joy. Think about the concept of the village. For thousands of years, humans lived in tight-knit groups of maybe 50 to 100 people. In that structure, everyone mattered. If the blacksmith didn't show up, the horses didn't get shoed. If the hunter didn't show up, the tribe didn't eat. Everyone had a burden to carry, and that burden made them feel necessary. Today, we have millions of friends online, but we have no tribe. You can disappear into your apartment for a week, and the neighborhood will keep moving without you. We are hyper-connected digitally, but we are spiritually isolated. We see the highlight reels of everyone else's lives, the vacations, the perfect bodies, the financial success, and we compare it to our own behind-the-scenes reality. We sit alone in dark rooms, bathed in the blue light of our screens, judging ourselves against illusions. This is a recipe for madness. We have also lost the guidance of structure. In the past, your life's path was largely set for you. This sounds restrictive to us now, but it was also liberating. You didn't have to wake up every day and invent your own identity. You knew who you were. You were a father, a mother, a farmer, a warrior. You had a religion or a tradition that told you what was right and what was wrong. Now we have absolute freedom. We can be anyone. We can go anywhere. We can believe anything. But absolute freedom brings absolute anxiety. When you can choose anything, you are terrified of choosing the wrong thing. We stand paralyzed at the crossroads of infinite choices, doing nothing, because we are afraid of making a mistake. This is the paralysis of choice. We are so free that we are lost. So why have we lost the meaning? Because meaning is not found in comfort. Meaning is found in responsibility. Meaning is found in the weight we carry. Our ancestors carried the weight of survival. They carried the weight of their families. They carried the weight of their tradition. So why have we lost the meaning? Because meaning is not found in comfort. Meaning is found in responsibility. Meaning is found in the weight we carry. Our ancestors carried the weight of survival. They carried the weight of their families. They carried the weight of their traditions. And that weight anchored them to the earth. It gave them gravity. We have thrown off all our weights. We float in a vacuum of easy pleasures and endless distractions. And we wonder why do we feel like we are drifting. But here's the truth that the modern world tries to hide from you. You need to suffer. Not pointless suffering, not the suffering of tragedy, but the suffering of discipline. You need to choose a heavy load and lift it. The reason your grandfather was happier than you is that he was useful. He knew that if he stopped, people he loved would suffer. That responsibility is a powerful drug. It is the only antidepressant that truly works. We cannot go back to the past. We cannot uninvent the internet or air conditioning, and we shouldn't want to. But we must understand that our biology is still stuck in the savannah. We need to artificially create the struggle that nature used to provide for us. We have to reclaim our attention. Every time you scroll, you are selling a piece of your soul to an algorithm designed to keep you sedated. Reclaiming your mind is the first step of the revolution. It is an act of rebellion to sit in silence. It is an act of rebellion to read a book instead of watching a clip. It is an act of rebellion to create something instead of consuming everything. If you are feeling empty today, it is a sign. It is not a sign that you are sick. It is a sign that you are hungry for reality. Your soul is rejecting the artificial diet of modern life. It is begging you to do something hard, to build something real, to connect with someone deeply, face to face, without a screen in between. The path out of this misery is not self-care in the form of bubble baths and more relaxation. The path out is self-respect. And self-respect comes from doing difficult things. Look at the black screen in front of you. Think about the void. The void is not just out there, it is inside us. And we try to fill it with noise. Stop filling it. Let the silence sit with you. Let the boredom come back. Because in that boredom, your creativity lives. In that silence, your true self is waiting to speak. Your ancestors survived ice ages, plagues, wars, and famines so that you could exist. They passed the torch of life through thousands of generations, through unimaginable darkness until it reached you. You do not let that flame die out in the gentle breeze of air conditioning and apathy. You're stronger than you think. You're built for more than this. The comfort is a trap. The anxiety is a signal, and the meaning you are looking for is hiding in the responsibility you are avoiding. Go find your mountain and start climbing.